When looking for scientific notation, it's actually pretty easy. What you need to look for is a single digit and then a decimal point. There might be other decimals or digits to follow. Regardless, it's going to be times 10 raised to some power. Now, other important things to note will be this power has to be a whole number. For some reason, they're using the x again. We haven't done that since 5th grade, but we use that in scientific notation. And there might not actually be any numbers after the decimal point. Somebody might choose to write 3 times 10 to the 5th. That is scientific notation as well. So when we're asked to decide if something is written in scientific notation, check. Is there a single digit, a decimal point, and then maybe other numbers? You should be multiplied times 10 to some power. That is a whole number. It doesn't necessarily have to be positive, but it has to be whole. It has to be an integer. So for example, I'm looking here. I have 7.96 times 10 to the negative third. One digit, that's fine. A decimal, the rest of the number. It is being multiplied, and I have times 10 to a whole number. It's negative, but that's okay. This is indeed scientific notation. Looking at this example, though, I realize the first thing is I have 2 digits in front of the decimal point. This can't be. The number in front of the decimal point has to be between 0 and 10. In other words, it has to start with at least a 1, and it has to go to at most a 9. This is not scientific notation because I do not have a number between 1 and 9 here. In this case, I'm looking again. I see the very first number is a 0. This can't be. It has to be between a 1 and a 9. So again, I don't even have to look the rest of the number. This right here tells me this is not scientific notation. Okay, what about this one? Passes the first test. I've got a digit, a decimal, another digit. It is being multiplied to 10 raised to some power. Unfortunately, this is not a whole number. It is not scientific notation. Okay, looking here, I've got 15 times 10 raised to a whole number power. But again, I don't see a decimal. If this were scientific notation, it would have to be 1.5 times 10 to some power. This was not scientific notation. Checking the last example, I have a digit, a decimal, the rest of the number. It is being multiplied by 10 raised to some power. This is a whole number. This is a number between 1 and 9. This looks good. We have scientific notation.